Hey everybody, Teresa again. Today I want to do the cauliflower mash at Sherry's request because I think they've been meaning to do it but haven't eaten it out of food sensitivities or something. But it's super easy, won't take long to show it to you. It's going to be in 2 videos because I want to show you how I put it together and then what it's like at the end, because I have to blend it. Your blending takes minutes, 3-4 minutes, however long it takes to get smooth. I have a Ninja, it's a couple years old, but it's the food system that comes with the blender. So the blender's got a bunch of blades on it. That's what you want to use. You can use your food processor if it's got a bunch of blades, but if you use something that just has blades at the bottom, it might take a little longer. So anyway, with that said, what I use is the frozen cauliflower florets. This is a 1-pound bag from Lowe's. It's Lowe's brand. It's like $1.99. I use 3 of these. So 3 pounds of frozen cauliflower florets. I take them straight out of the freezer, put them on a pan with parchment paper, just spread them out. I sprinkle them with salt and pepper and throw them in the oven and roast them for 15 to 20 minutes, just until they get soft. I let them sit on the stove for a few minutes so that the parchment paper can absorb the liquid, which helps a lot so you don't get water into your mashed cauliflower doesn't get soupy. So at that point, I will just pour, it's probably 2/3 of it into the blender because it won't hold all of it until it spins it down some. So just fill it up, you know, probably about right there. Leave some space at the top. Got about that much at the top. And then I've got about this much left on the pan. I'll add that in just a few minutes when it blends down some and I have space. And then I use, this is my butter for everything. It's Nativa brand butter flavored coconut oil. And y'all, this tastes just like butter. There's no coconut taste to it at all. And it's a fantastic butter substitute. I don't do dairy anyway, but especially now. So you can get this on Amazon. You can sometimes find it at Earth Fare. Sometimes they have it, sometimes they're out. I don't think they stock a whole lot of it, but it's fantastic. Like if you eat bread or toast, which I don't, but I had a guest this morning. She toasted a piece of bread and spread this on it just to try it and was like, oh my God, this tastes just like butter. Anyway. 2 big scoops. Guess I could limit the noise there. I don't put any liquid in here because cauliflower has so much water content in it anyway. So there's my butter, and then just bunch, or you know, pepper to your taste. I like pepper. Oops, I just flipped that up. And then salt again. I open the big open end and just pour it in. This is not the finely ground Celtic sea salt, which that was my bad. Next time I'll get the finely ground. Actually, next time I'll buy it in the bag and just use my shaker bottle. And then garlic powder. And if you're not a big garlic fan, you don't have to do this. And I use garlic powder because it is less potent than fresh garlic. And before I started my nutrition journey with Sherry several months ago, I had really bad reflux. I'm ashamed to say, I took Nexium every night for probably almost 4 years. Never was told by a doctor that it's like for, you know, 6 to 10 days max, whatever. Anyway, haven't been on that in 2.5 months. Woo! Okay, so put the lid on. And when I start this, it's going to be super loud, so I'm going to cut the video, and then I'll come back once it's blended down some and it's starting to get super creamy, and show you what it looks like. Okay, so I blended that. That was probably 60 seconds. I just didn't let the video run for that time because who wants to sit there and watch that? So you can see it blended it spun down about halfway. So I'm just gonna mix it up a little bit with my spatula and pour in the rest of the cauliflower. blend it down some more. And then I'll be back when it's done to show you what it looks like. Okay, we're done. And I timed this, and my total blending time was right at about 4 minutes, and that included the first little half, 3/4 of a minute when I was just spinning it down to be able to put the rest of the cauliflower in. So what you have, look at that, it's super creamy, is cauliflower mash. And I'll tell you what I do with this. I am a Southern girl through and through, except when I go to New York or Colorado. I love Southern food. Can't eat a lot of it because I have a big bad allergy, but I love it anyway. So what I do with this, and this is my first solid meal every day after my breakfast smoothie, probably late morning, very early lunch, is I mix it with broiled shrimp. So in a few minutes, I will take 3 pounds of peeled, deveined shrimp that's ready to cook. It's raw, that I also got at Lowe's. It's Ocean Bonnie brand. Get a pound for 10 bucks. And I will broil it in a deep skillet pan that I've got with that coconut, the butter flavored coconut oil and salt and pepper and garlic. I'll mix it together. I'll do my serving of shrimp and I'll throw in 2 scoops of the mashed cauliflower and have shrimp and grits my way. And it's fantastic, and it's a perfect late morning first lunch brunch kind of meal because it closely resembles in texture the shrimp and grits. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. Here's what you've got. Look at that. Oh, it's so good. And it's already got the seasonings in it. And of course you can add salt and pepper at the end. I don't put so much that it doesn't need to be seasoned at the end if you want more. But I'm the only one that eats it, so I just do it the way I like it. My husband doesn't eat any of this food. He's blessed. He is big on Chef Boyardee and frozen pizzas, and not for everything, of course, but that is his vice. Of course, he is 160 pounds soaking wet with all his clothes on, with the metabolism of a hamster on a gerbil wheel. So. That's his deal. We don't worry about people who want to worry about themselves, right? Okay, so here you go. Mashed cauliflower. It's delicious. Try it. You guys have a good week.